Take my hand and come with me. I swear you'll see.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Could be better, could be worse. Hello. Jeep dashes were apparently made for cameras, so that makes sense. Oh, it's falling. Oh, it's fine. I'm just braking. Oh my gosh, there's a new Barnes & Noble. It's literally right there. I think I was saying this last night. It opens tomorrow. I gotta go. This morning didn't go how I was expecting it to go. That's for sure. My original plan was to wake up, drink coffee, eat a tart for breakfast. I did all of that. Then my plan after that was to sit in the bath for like 2 hours, like a nice Epsom salt bath, and then, you know, shower and then go about the rest of my day. Like, we're going to see a movie tonight at like 6 p.m. You know, that was my whole plan. And then my dad was like, hey, you want to come outside for a minute? Because I think I said that he's helping me make a custom book press. And he was like, hey, I've got this router that you gave me. Do you want to do like something like custom routed on the top? Like custom engraved basically on the top of the book press. And I was like, that would be pretty cool. And he was like, okay, well here I have this cut of the board that we can't use because we're just using like kind of rough cut wood. And he was like, we'll just plane it down and then you can like draw some designs and practice with the router on it. And I was like, okay. And so then that's what I did this morning. Yeah, so then after that, I sat and I read my book for a bit, which I finished another book last night. I finished, oh my god, okay, my brain. I finished The Deal yesterday, which is the first book in Elle Kennedy's off-campus series. And then after that, I read The Mistake, which is the second book in the off-campus series. So I'm currently reading the third book in the off-campus series, which I was like, the first book was honestly like the perfect length. It's like 388 pages on Kindle, so that's great. And then the second book was like 298, so like, okay, a little small, so especially compared to the Dixon Rule is like over 500 pages, or almost 500 pages, and then the Graham Effect is like 450 pages, something like that, which I'm like, are romance books ever 500 pages serious? But then you read it in like a day and you're like, oh, okay, it was, and it was fantastic. So it's like, okay, so like the off-campus series makes sense, like it's one of her earlier series, so they'll be a little shorter. And then this one is like another like 450 pages on Kindle Unlimited. I was like, okay. But then I thought there was 5 books. The 5th book is just a collection of novellas. I'm still in like the first bit of the 3rd book. Wait, it's The Deal and then The Mistake, and then I don't know. I don't know what this one is. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'm also trying to place all of them because I read the new series first. I'm trying to like figure it all out and place everyone's names.
Good things. I want you to see the light I see in your eyes.
I'm so backlit. I was thinking maybe we just talk in the car again though. That worked pretty well. I don't have that far to go. Or that much to say. Well, that's a lie. I always have a lot to say. There's no garage door opener. On the road again. Oh, I'm missing Noah Kahan on the radio. Whatever. Yesterday, okay. Yesterday, I was saying how this is the grand opening for the Barnes & Noble. It opened an hour and a half ago, and I was a little nervous because I am going by myself. You know, that, you know, just makes me nervous a little bit. I don't know why. I do everything by myself, but not everything. I do most things. I was nervous because there's going to be a lot of like, there's going to be a few authors there signing, and I was like, I don't know any of them, so it's not like I'm going there to get something like one of the signed books. But then I was looking up the authors this morning, and the author who was signing first thing and did like the ribbon cutting ceremony at 10 a.m. this morning is the author of Daughter of the Pirate King, which I almost bought secondhand a couple weeks ago, And so then I was like, well, man, this feels like fate that I didn't end up buying it. And now I'm like, oh, the author's there? I don't know if they'll still be there because it's now an hour and a half after and they have another author coming in at noon. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to go to this grand opening of this Barnes & Noble. I'm an hour and a half late and I now have a time limit because I said I would see my nephew afterwards. Yeah, I'm also dehydrated. And I just want to go to Target. Oh no. Oh my god. I have 2 books in mind. 3 if there's like just some more signed copies of Daughter of the Pirate King laying around. But I want to get Happy Place because I have the audiobook for it. And I want to like listen to the audiobook and also read some of it, you know? And then I also want to get Nightbane because I started Light Lark this morning and I was getting into it and I was like, okay, this is gonna be really good. But we leave for Jackson Hole tomorrow. Where the fricky frack do I need to turn in? Right here, right? We leave for Jackson Hole tomorrow. I guarantee you there's not gonna be like a Target or a Barnes & Noble or anywhere that sells books. You feel me? Like it's all gonna be very touristy. If there are books, they're gonna be like about Yellowstone or some shit. So I wanna get Nightbane so that I have that because then I still have a few of the books that I got when we were in Southern Utah to read, and then I'll also have Kindle Unlimited to read. So I'm hoping that there is like a decent amount of people here because it is like 11:30 on a Wednesday, but it's also opening day. Oh, there's some girls here who look excited. They're running. Okay, now open. Yippee. Okay, let's go inside. I want my sweater, but I don't because it's hot. But also I'm gonna be nervous. I'm gonna wear my sweater. I'm gonna put my camera under my sweater.
Even though I lie alone, I'm crowded by the ghost of you.
I got more books than I should have. Little Halsky. I ended up putting books back and I was really being picky. Well, not picky, I couldn't decide. Then I got recommended one and I was like, oh, if I don't get it then I look like a bad person. But I know that's not true, but that's how I feel. No, I visited the buy one get one tables because I can't help it, and also I could not find the books that I was looking for. It was like a little frustrating. Buy one get one 50, House on the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I have only heard good things about this. It was on my list of books that I wanted Lexi to look for at the book sale. I guarantee it already sold though. And then second, I got A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. I have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and Vicious. Haven't read either of them. In fact, I have the Libby audiobook for Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I want to read it with my book too, you know? So I've literally been waiting to both be in the mood to read that and, oh damn, did my necklace break? Part of my necklace broke. Sag, wait. I looked down and I saw an open link and I was like, no, don't tell me. Damn, okay. It's okay, I think I can fix it. Yeah, that was my buy 150. And then it took me forever to find Nightbane. I was looking in the fantasy, the sci-fi, I was looking at all the tables, and then I finally was standing in the YA, and I was holding Happy Place, which I ended up, I was holding Happy Place, and then I was also holding The House on the Cerulean Sea, and I was finally just gonna get a different book. Like, I would think I was looking at The Prison Healer, because I've heard good things about that. I was just like looking in the YA section, and one of the employees came up and she was like, do you like fantasy mostly? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, because I think I kept pulling like different fantasy books. She's like, well, here's one that I really liked, and it's like a smaller author, and I just thought it was really good. It's like good fantasy, and that is The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco, I think. And it sounds really interesting, and I was like kind of skimming it to get like a grasp of like the writing and if I would like the writing, and it looks pretty good to me. It's a YA, so I got that. And then literally, after I've given up on finding Nightbane, I'm walking around everywhere going, okay, they must have sold all of their copies because it was packed in there. It was so busy. I was worried about being the only one in there, and it was packed. It was so busy, and they had so many employees too. They were also doing like a cafe, like free tall coffee for premium members. I didn't get that, but I'm gonna go to Target now and get myself a cute little drink anyways. Literally, as soon as she was like, the bookseller behind me, she was like, do you want a book recommendation? Turn, make eye contact with Nightbane, and just stand, you know, sit there and then look at this one and then walk over and grab this one. And then I was like, finally. But then I was like, okay, that was when I had these 3 then. So then I was like, and I also had a Happy Place, and I was like, okay, I can't get 5 books from Barnes today. I got like 6 books earlier this week from Barnes. I can't get another 6, or I can't get 5 books. So I was like, okay, I'll get these 3, but then I needed another buy one, get one 50. So then I was like, well, do I just put back The House on the Cerulean Sea? And then I was like, no, because I really want to read it, and it's buy one, get one 50. So then I was looking at them, and there was a Brandon Sanderson book on the table, The Way of Kings. I was kind of looking at the sci-fi / fantasy table, and I was like, well, I want to read the Brandon Sanderson that I have, because I have Mistborn, and it was The Way of Kings, and I was like, I don't want to get like lost in the Brandon Sanderson world right now. Like, I want to pick a book and read it, and that's also why I didn't get Tress of the Emerald Sea earlier this week. To be fair, if Tress of the Emerald Sea was on the table, I would have gotten it. Then I also looked, there was like a couple other books that I looked at. There was like a Leah Bardot that I've seen everywhere, it's seen recommended, but then I was like, well, I know people like V. Schwab, this one sounds really interesting. This is the one that's like the parallel worlds. I've definitely like read the description of this one before when I've been looking up other V.E. Schwab books, and it sounded good, so I got it. And now I'm gonna go to Target. I want a little treat, I want a little drink, and I want to look at their romance books, because I like buying my romance books at Target. Where's my phone? Let's go. I went off script a little bit, just a little bit. I got my drink, I got my snacks, and I forgot that the book section in this Target, like usually they're in like the very center back. It's in the front, like right corner of this Target, and it's weird. So I literally like walked all the way around the Target, but I did find Happy Place, 20% off at MSRP. We love to see it. So Happy Place. And then this is where I went off script, okay? I also got Heaven Breaker. I saw this at Barnes on like a new table, so I think it's a new release. But it has the prettiest sprayed edges and also cover foiling. Look at like the front pages, and then the foiling is so pretty. I kind of skimmed what it was about, but I honestly don't know. I just know that if I didn't get it, I would have FOMO. And this is where my other piece of FOMO comes in, because I'm so scared of them retiring first editions and sprayed edges and stuff and them selling out. So I also got The Familiar by Leah Bardot. Hey, I was just talking about a Leah Bardot, but it was a different one. I've been seeing this, I don't think I've ever seen anyone read it. Oh my god, wait, how did I not know that Leah Bardot did Shadow and Bone at Six of Crows? That's crazy. I'm scared of not getting sprayed edge first editions now, because I've been looking for Fourth Wing first editions. Can't find them. But this one's also, I love that these are 30% off MSRP, because it's, you know, this one's $29 cover price, and this one's $32, but I got this one for $20, and I think this one was also $20 at Target, so. They really get you at Target. If I hadn't gotten these, I probably would have gotten a couple Elle Kennedy books. They only had Girl Abroad though, and the Dixon Rule. I'm looking for the Campus Diaries or the Briar U books, which they had at Barnes, but I want to get them for cheaper at Target. Okay, I have to go home. I'm late for my play date.
I travel far, I walk, I roam, trying not to let you go.
Playtime's over. I always have fun with my nephew. He says I'm his best friend. So anytime I'm here, I always try to like spend an afternoon with him. He always wants to play Minecraft with me. No one else wants to play Minecraft with me. But now I'm going to attempt to make an iced coffee. And I mean attempt. This could go tragically. Should I have it brew over the ice and then just put in more ice? Is that what I should do? Let me see. Let me think. I'm gonna brew it in the mug because I don't want to break the jar. My parents' fridge makes ice balls. It is 4 p.m., but I have been craving iced coffee for days now. I had a matcha latte on Sunday, I think. But I wanted to get like a matcha and an iced coffee that day, but I was like, that might be too much. Like I drink Red Bulls like every other day. Yeah, I should have just got Barnes was doing like I said like a free tall drink coffee. I should have just got an iced coffee there, but I didn't. And then I was watching a vlog and they got iced coffee and I was like, that sounds so good. Now I'm making iced coffee and it's 4 p.m. It's fine. It's not like I have anything else to do. We're going to a place that is like Sweet Tomatoes for dinner. I don't know if anyone else grew up on sweet tomatoes, but I sure did. Ate so much sweet tomatoes growing up, and it's literally where the old Sweet Tomatoes used to be. Like there used to be a Sweet Tomatoes, and in the same parking lot as the Target that I went to earlier. That was the same parking lot that the Barnes & Noble was in, like the same, you know, same area. There used to be Sweet Tomatoes, it went out of business, and now there's this new place, I think it's called like Dolly's or something. But my mom told me that, she was like, it's like Sweet Tomatoes. And I was like, oh my God, I saw this TikTok of someone going to a Sweet Tomatoes. And I was like, bro, that sounds so good. It's probably not gonna be as gas as I think it is, but you know, it's like the whole, you're thinking about it and it sounds really good. So, you know, I'm excited about it. While my coffee is cooling down in the mug over there with this ice in it, let me just, 46 pages into Lightlark. I started it this morning. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to get more into it, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. I know I was kind of complaining about this being another Deadly Trials, Deadly Games trope, but I am pretty sure that Nightbane is the one where it gets like really, really good. So I shouldn't read anything on that. It's probably spoilers. And then I'm also very excited about Happy Place because I read the back of it when I was in Barnes in Southern Utah over the weekend. But the only thing that I read was like they broke up 5 months ago. So I was like, oh, it's like right person, wrong time, which I think I just read. What did I read that was like that? I just read something that was like that exact same trope. But then I saw that and they still haven't told their best friends and they're going on vacation. So I'm very excited to read this where it's like they've just broken up, but they've been the perfect couple since they met in college. Except now, for reasons they're not discussing, they don't. This is gonna be cute while I'm on vacation. Like, it's not people we meet on vacation, but it'll be just as good. I need like a beach vacation for people we meet on vacation. Yeah, I'm so excited for House on the Cerulean Sea. Like, I think it's gonna give me like runs an orphanage for magical youth. Changing love story, masterfully told, with profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. Yeah, so it's like a found family. Also, can I just say, I love these weird ass covers like this. I don't know why, it does something to my brain. I love it. This cover is also just so cute. And then there's another one, Under the Whisper Door. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. I was looking at some of their other books. And then this, just absolute gorgeous piece of art. Did I show this already? I don't know what it's about. I think it's like the Duke of the all-powerful house, Haute-Claire, is the first to die with my dagger in his back. He didn't see it coming. Didn't anticipate the bastard daughter who was supposed to die with her mother on his order. He should have left us with the rest of the station starving commoner rubbish. Now there's nothing left, just icy white rage and a need to have House Haute-Claire pay every damn one of them. Oh, so it's like a revenge story. Each win means another one of my enemies dies. Huh. Genre-bending, viscerally written thrill ride with a feral heroine who will stop at nothing. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's science fiction. Oh, I've been in the mood for a good sci-fi. I was gonna start an Andy Weir. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, I love the way this is set up. This is... So I've gotten all these books and this is... Oh, there's a sticky part on the back. Sorry. I've gotten all these books now. How many books have I gotten today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What was I saying in the car? I can't buy 6 books again. Bought 7 books today. Okay, I'm gonna pour this over the sink. Lovely. Super watered. You're not gonna be able to see this one crack like the last one did. Okay. Do we have any straws? That'll be my last straw if we don't have any straws. Oh, and my ice balls froze together. Whatever. I'm gonna go read now. Yes. Salads. literally the exact same thing as my childhood, but I got like triple the amount of salad. What is this angle? Okay. Anyways, that Dolly's, I think is what it's called now. What used to be sweet tomatoes right there was literally just sweet tomatoes. It was like nostalgia on a stick. Also, I think Libby is now making fun of me because earlier I said how I wanted to read Happy Place physically and also listen to my Libby audiobook of it as well at the same time. And I said something about how it would be like a good vacation book, I think. Maybe I just said that to myself. I don't know if I said that on here. And then I think I said, well, it's not people we meet on vacation. You'll never guess what book I just got on Libby. The sixth book that I now have to read on Libby, and the only one that I have started is Fire and Blood, and I'm 74% of the way through it, but I still have like 6 hours, but I just got People We Meet on Vacation, and I didn't buy it. But also, okay, this is terrible, because I literally bought like 14 books this week, but, oh, that's disappointing. Well, okay, well, it doesn't matter anymore. But I was looking at thrift books earlier because it was like, oh, I wonder what books they have on there. Like if they have any L. Kennedy books or whatever. They had a used copy of People We Meet on Vacation for like $5 that I was gonna get, but it's sold now. So I feel like I should check out with the rest of these before these all go away as well. The lighting in here really is terrible. Okay, anyways, ow, what the heck, my ankle bone. I need to pack for the wedding, and I'm not gonna bring everything this time. I literally don't know how much stuff I've actually brought with me. Gonna be completely honest here. I just brought stuff. Oh, but I also was going to, you know, this is less of a priority. Well, okay, that is still a priority, but I have to figure out what books I want to bring from all of the ones that I bought, and then also I think I'm just gonna pack up all of the ones that I don't think I'm going to get to in the meantime. I'm obviously gonna bring Lightlark, which, can I talk about this for a second? I'm 109 pages in. I don't know how I feel about the writing. I feel like this is a book that I really enjoy the audiobook of. So on June 1st, I'll obviously have my Spotify hours back, so I can get back in, like I can read the audiobook. I'm enjoying it, but I'm the type of person that, I don't know if it's just this section and if the writing will kind of change, like I can't tell, but I'm the kind of person, I like to skip long like descriptions of stuff, like just big ass chapters, and I like to usually just read dialogue. So that's why I can get through romance books so quickly, is because there's a lot of dialogue and you can get everything just from the dialogue, compared to like a book like this where there's lots of descriptors and like she's always talking about the past, or she's always like worrying about something, and then like there's just a lot of like pages and pages and pages where there's just no dialogue. I'm a dialogue girly. I also saw a TikTok of someone reading this, I think. All of the comments were like, oh my god, just wait for Grimm, just wait for Grimm, you're gonna love Nightbane. And so then I started this and I was like, okay, well, I know that like Grimm is like the character that I'm gonna enjoy, and he's not in this one. And then literally the first person that she meets is Grimm, and I was like, I'm confused. I'm only 100 pages in, so I'm a quarter of the way through it, whatever. Can I also say one thing? Usually when people are like, that's my like bookish ick, like I don't like that, and it's usually like people on covers or like weird stuff. I hate when this much of the book is like either a different book or the next book. Like, what is that? What is that? It makes the book look gigantic. Like, I keep checking how many pages this is. It's 409 pages. But then I close this and I'm like, bro, this book is huge. And then I'm like, okay, well, there's like 30 pages of the next book. And also I hate it when those aren't numbered. So then I have to like figure out, okay, where does the book end? Okay, this far in. Yeah, this is definitely a book that I should be tabbing. I keep going back to like the Curses and Powers page to figure out what the heck is going on. I should just tab it. I brought all of my annotating supplies. I also bought new pens yesterday at Target. I was just gonna get another pack of the same ones that I had, and then they didn't have it. So I got these ones instead because I mostly need a new hot pink, because I literally used up the entire hot pink gel pen while I was annotating the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. And it was so sad because I was getting to the end of it and I was like, I used an entire highlighter and literally the entire pen. To be fair, I was annotating 3 books. Literally, I used all of the ink in this pen and it was such a good color. So I'm hoping that that pink is basically the same color. I've just been rambling. I need to pick books that I want to bring. Okay, we're gonna bring Light Lark and Happy Place. And then I also want to bring, this is really difficult, I didn't make this easy on myself with this stack. I want to bring Nightbane. And then I was debating bringing The Familiar. Literally after seeing this and realizing that it was by the same author of Shadow and Bone, I was like, I've never had a need to read Shadow and Bone before, but for whatever reason, suddenly I'm like, I really want to read Shadow and Bone right now. This is where I get screwed buying all of the first copies of books. Then when I'm traveling, I can't start a new series because I already own the first copy. Does anyone else sit kind of like a maniac when they're reading? Because I have been finding myself sitting like crazy bent over. I don't want to read this yet because I kind of want to do like a reading science fiction books where I want to read an Indie Weir. I want to read this, Indie Weir, this, Red Rising. You know, get in a sci-fi mood. I'm also only going for 3 days. Maybe I only need to bring these 3. I'm gonna be brave. I'm only gonna bring 3 books. Yeah, because it's been like taking me a second to get through Light Lark. You know, like I've already been reading it for like a day and a half. Okay, I'm gonna pack now and also shower. I have more things to do than sit and let my camera run. Oh god, this is gonna be a long ass clip. Although I think since I've had so many long clips this week, this little section of like the last 3 days is probably gonna be like a bonus video because I don't know how much footage I'm gonna get in Jackson Hole, but I feel like it's gonna have a completely different vibe from the vibe that this week has been, so I feel like it needs to be its own video even if it's like a little small. You know, this could be the end. For now, farewell. Even if this video continues, I can just cut this. Farewell. Goodbye. See you later, dorks.